What's up, everyone? It's Wacko. Welcome you to week 6, I think, of PWO Season 12. This week we're up against Jarvis, who has probably one of the best teams overall. I don't remember where I placed them in power rankings, but I think I remember liking their team. And their cores were very good defensively. Probably my hardest matchup that I've had to prep for so far, and he didn't even bring like 3 of the mons I was scared of. I was very, very scared of Durant. Durant is something you always have to prep for, but I didn't really have much for it. Toyce, I'm pretty sure Durant gets Aerial Ace for Chestnut, and Toyce gets 2-shot by like Life Orb. Like first impression into superpower, so it's very scary. Turtonator doesn't want to take a rock slide either. What else did he not bring? He didn't bring Flygon. I guess potentially I wasn't that scared of Flygon. And I don't remember what else I was scared of. I don't remember. Oh, Crocalor. Crocalor kind of invalidated a couple of my mons. It was a little bit tough to prep for, but he didn't end up bringing it. But he did end up bringing 6 mons that I think were also very scary to me. Except for maybe Kabutops. I didn't really prep for Kabutops. I don't really know why. I guess it's because I had a Chestnut. So I figured Kabu wouldn't do too much to both Chest or Toyce. So yeah. Anyways, What I did bring, I brought the Hatterene, running a Fizz-Def Calm Mindset with Psyshock, Draining Kiss, and Mystical Fire. It was just kind of like my overall, like, it should be able to beat his team as long as Roserade is down, or if I can remove Roserade somehow, or if Roserade doesn't come. So there's that. My Mega Beedrill is coming. Oh, he had a fucking Mabostiff. That was the mon that I was also scared of. Beedrill outsped Adamant Scarf Mabostiff. And I was running U-Turn, Knockoff, Poison Jab, and Protect. Protect was just kind of for, like, in case I wanted to scout for Zoroark, which I kind of assumed he would bring Zoroark in this matchup. My next set is Iron Jugulis. I kind of just brought it because I was kind of scared of like other things scarfing, but Jug didn't really break through Prim or Bellybolt very well, so it kind of felt like a bad bring, and also just in case he did something interesting with the Claydol, because I have seen him run like Store Power Claydol, or like, maybe it wasn't Store Power, but it was like Weakness Policy Polish or something like that. So I just wanted something that was immune to Dual Stab Claydol. Both Blastoise and Chestnut are Fizz-Def Helmet. Toyce is running the Flip Turn, Ice Beam, Rapid Spin, and Toxic. Chestnut is running the Body Press, Seed Bomb, Synthesis, and Toxic. And our Turtonator is actually a Smell Smasher. It's a Shell Smasher set with Fire Blast, Dragon Pulse, Power Herb, Solar Beam, and Smash. Basically, Power Herb, Solar Beam kills Primarina as long as it's not AV, and if it is AV, then I do enough damage to where I get rid of one of the things that can beat Iron Jugulis. And if he wants to use Bellybolt as like a Turt switch in, which he could use, it's also another mon that beats a Jugulis, so Turtonator is just kind of there to break for Jug. And then in any case, that's all my sets, so let's get started. So I'm going to lead with the Mega Beedrill. Well, this is just a regular Beedrill. He leads with Roserade, who's not actually Roserade, as I knock off. I kind of assumed it would be Zoroark, and I, for some reason, didn't think it would be Sash. I don't know why I didn't think it would be Sash, because I've drafted Zoroark before, and I'm pretty sure I've run in Sash, like, many, many times. But in the case it was Roserade, then I got good damage on Roserade, or whatever else would come in, like Bellybolt, potentially. So I get a knockoff as he clicks Comeuppance. You've never seen this move before. It is basically Metal Burst, but Dark type. So yeah, basically I die. And the funny thing there is I almost clicked U-turn. Actually, I almost clicked Protect or U-turn to scout if it was Zoroark, but I didn't. I don't know, for some reason I thought maybe Roserade could set up spikes because it's not scared of Hatterene very much, so potentially, yeah, but yeah, I kind of threw away my Beedrill. I could have definitely played it safer, but to be fair, actually I don't know if not, maybe Knockoff was kind of safe. Maybe it was like a 50-50 because he could have clicked a setup move with Zoroark, like plot, or maybe he's just like Fire Blast anyways. So I don't know, it was kind of just whatever there. So I do lose Beedrill. I'm gonna go into Turtonator as he clicks Hyper Beam, and I die. I was not expecting Hyper Beam, which is funny because I've also run Hyper Beam on Zoroark before. So yeah, Turtonator is gonna go down, and unfortunately at this point it looks like I'm just gonna lose because I needed Turtonator to break one of Prim or Belly Bolt, and unfortunately because it did nothing, I'm kind of fucked. So now I'm gonna bring in Blastoise. He's gonna have to recharge, but I do get the flip turn, and I wasn't really sure what to do there. I guess I could have just killed with Hat. Maybe I could have set up a Calm Mind, honestly. Honestly, I'm kind of regretting not just going for Calm Mind there, on his recharge turn. I guess it's because, like, +1 I'm not especially defensive on Hat at all, I'm like Fizz Def. So if he got out of that and was just able to click Shadow Ball and do a bunch of damage while I can only get 1 health back from Draining Kiss, like, it wasn't really on my radar to get that. So he's gonna go into Roserade here. I'm gonna go into Jugulus, activate Court Drive. The funny thing here is I almost went hard Chestnut because I assumed they would have Sludge Bomb, or I assumed they might have like Venoshock for Chestnut, but they actually just ran Sludge Bomb. But you'll see what his choice for Chestnut is later. So it's like, oh, this idiot doesn't know about Bulletproof. Spoiler alert, he does know about Bulletproof, but yeah, I get off the booster speed, and at this point I'm like, okay, I just need to land some moves and hope for the best, because I've already used my booster speed. I guess I could have switched out, maybe, but I felt like I just lost to Roserade at this point. So he's gonna Volt Switch, and now that Jug is down, I do lose to Roserade. But he's actually going to go into Claydol for some reason and allow me to get some chip on Claydol. I'm going to go hard Hatterene because he clicked Trick Room. He explodes, and then he goes into Primarina. I'm like, oh, and then he's Room Service. So I'm actually faster than Primarina. The funny thing is I could have made Hat slower, and I don't know why I wouldn't have made it slower, because I should have maybe thought about Trick Room Claydol into Prim, because I don't know, I've seen Trick Room Prim like a couple times, but it didn't really occur to me that he'd even try it, because why would you try this when Hatterene outspeeds you in Trick Room? I thought that was really weird. But yeah, I think I should have probably tried running, or I don't know, I should have at least tried running like no speed on Hat to outspeed Primarina, and because of the Trick Room being up, like, Hatterene, I think Hatterene at this point could have won if I just ran the right set on it, which is kind of unfortunate. Blastoise does live though, which is nice. I get off a Toxic. I did think about Flip Turn would have been a bad play. Actually, no, I could have Flip Turn and then went into Hatterene, got leftovers, sacked Blastoise, and then went back into Hatterene, potentially there, but I'm going to get him the Hatterene all the same. Going to click Calm Mind as he Moonblasts. Luckily, I don't lose any special attack there. I'm going to Draining Kiss, which does quite a bit. Doesn't heal back enough, though, and Moonblast is going to kind of break me back down to pretty low, and because of the Toxic damage, I kind of got fucked over by Toxic here, I'm not going to lie. But yeah, I will get off that Draining Kiss. Kabutops is going to come in, Aqua Jet is going to knock me out. And at this point, I'm like, okay, so his Roserade has Sludge Bomb. I don't know much about the Belly Bolt, but it is low. It's pretty low, so I think I could kill Belly Bolt Do I kill Billy Bolt with body press, actually? I don't think so. Ooh, I could if he's not... Actually, it's like a roll to kill if he's not, like, super fizz def. I do have his pace, but I kind of forgot. So yeah, at this point, yeah, he aerial aces, gets hit by helmet as I body press. So now he's gonna bring in Roserade, and Extrasensory will knock me out. Unfortunate. But yeah, I guess it was kind of a close game. If he was just Sludge Bomb Roserade, he had no way of touching me, and I'm pretty sure body press did quite a bit to him, so it could have been close. I think maybe I got PP stalled by Rose, and if Belly Bolt lived the body press, then I just lose to Toxic. So it was just kind of GG's from there. Turtonator didn't get to do anything, Beedrill hardly did anything, so it was just kind of a losing game, because it was like 4-6, well 4-5 I guess, and he had a Scarf Rose. This is Scarf Roserade, not Sash. So yeah, it was just kind of over. The way he prepped, I think he just kind of tossed stuff together and just kind of prayed for the best, but yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of mad that I lost to like Trick Room, Primarina, and Claydol when Hatterene is slower than Room Service Primarina, so that's just something I'm gonna have to look out for maybe next time that we play, because it's potentially we'll play in playoffs. I'm pretty sure in this league everyone makes playoffs. I could be wrong. But right now we are technically the second seed, but the way that people are playing games are just not putting in their games. Like, it's kind of hard to tell where I'm at, but like right now, second and third seed have 1 loss. But there's technically a person below us that's undefeated somehow, so I don't really know where we're at. We're probably like second or third seed, but our differential is really good. And considering I thought we were going to get 6-0'd, well, I didn't think I was going to get 6-0'd, but considering at this point, like, he could have 4-0'd with Roserade, and he chose not to. Or he could have just went Roserade, like, before this Trick Room bullshit. Like, before any of this happened, he could have just went Roserade and just started smashing buttons here, but he chose not to. I guess because he was Scarf, like, it was kind of tough. And I kind of did wish I went Chestnut here. It was just kind of 50-50. Honestly, if I went Chestnut here, it could have been a close game. And oh, because he was Scarf. Oh man, no, it was a lot closer than I thought because he's Scarf. Yeah. I just kind of lost a bunch of 50-50s. In theory. But yeah, it was GG's to Jarvis. Next week, though, I think we're facing JT, is it? Yeah, JT. He's one of the coaches that is... He's technically undefeated, but he took a forfeit loss last week to Caden for some reason. I don't really know why, but... he would have been undefeated. So yeah, this is our matchup. Let me open it. There you go. So he has a Mega Evolution that speed ties our Beedrill. He has a priority user that probably kills Beedrill with... I don't know, maybe it doesn't kill Beedrill with Shard. And then he has a Steel type that it gets Roost. So it's going to be kind of tough. It's another game where, like, Sandy Shocks doesn't really look that good because of Sandy Shocks... or because of Mega Sceptile being there. It's going to be a tough game. I think it's winnable, but it's going to be tough. So I will say that, and I will leave that there. Next time, we'll face JT. I'll see you guys next week. Thanks for watching.